Yeah, so you see all these people online and stuff saying, oh, I train with no music, I run with no music, I run with this, I run with that, or I train with this. Bro, I listen to whatever gets me through that fucking training session. Because let's be real, I do not want to fucking train. I do not want to train at all. My favorite one is push, obviously, but today we're doing legs. We'll grow these skinny little fuckers. So, yeah. But anyway, yeah, I listen to whatever gets me through the session. There's normally just like Motiversity, which is motivational videos on YouTube. Yeah, just helps you lock in, dig in, you know. Not that I really listen to it, because when you're in pain training, don't really listen to anything anyway. But yeah. So let's go to the gym. Like I said, this gym is no locker. It is just a bog standard gym, but it has everything you need. So, yalla. Try coming down these bad boys after training legs, mush. Oh. Yalla, habibi. On 5, I prolapsed. So warming up and stretching beforehand is very essential for me. So I'll just do 5 minutes on this and then stretch my buttocks, ready to do some squats. Yeah. Now I gotta stretch. If I don't stretch, I'll have an injury, 100%. Yeah. So I'm no PT, and I am probably not someone you want to take advice off when it comes to the gym, but I'm going to show you how I train my legs. And I've already warmed up for 5 minutes on a treadmill, just a fast walk, inclined. I'm going to stretch because I have L3, 4 and 5 prolapsed, so I have to be very, very careful when I train legs. But this is how I train, and I hope you can take something from this video and put it into your own training. So yeah, I don't stretch properly or perfectly, I just know how to target where my injury is. So, and my hamstrings are the main cause of the pulling and the tightness on my L3, 4 and 5. Toes flat, pull back, try and, when you're pushing forward, try and get your elbows to the floor, like that. So obviously, because it's before I train, I'm not going to stretch too long or too deep. Same on the other side. Toes flat. Very, very quick stretch. Switch it over to the other side. Oh. And the reason why I wear these and not Bluetooth earphones, if you've done any study or anything on the NFL, none of the players are allowed to use Bluetooth earphones anymore because of the effects it has on your brain. So, yeah, nice little click then. Oh. Click into 1990s is to give my glutes a good little stretch. That's pretty much it before I start. But to be fair, I do those stretches every time I come to the gym because training legs are not the only way my back's popped. So it has been actually training chest, training back, and it's gone. So I do these stretches and they help massively. So yeah, on to the next. Oh yeah. The fundamentals of training. Caffeine. Some people drink it on the head, other people like me sip it all the way through the training session. Now we're going to start off with single leg hamstring. I do hamstrings first because it engages it, and I find then I got more power in my when I do my quads, they're less engaged, so I have more of an impact on my quads. Make sure the height is right. Yeah. So warm up first, but how I do the warm up is how I do all of my sets. So I do one warm up, and then I go heavier, and then max, and then on the next one after it, I drop the weight by 25%, and I do to failure. So the max I do to failure, and the the deloaded set at the end, I do to failure as well. So pretty much I do everything to failure, just because you know that your muscles are gone, done. I'm just gonna record this one, and this is how I do every set. Just the warm up is just 5K. Squeeze at the top, all the way down. Stretch, squeeze up top. If you do these correctly, you don't need to go heavy. But this is my warm up. Throw down, hips in, heel up. I see a lot of people do this. Like I said, I'm not PT, but when I see this, if I do this, it hurts my back. I push my hips in, like right in, so you're not there and there. I lost count, I don't even know how many that was. So hip in. Make sure your knee doesn't come off the panel. That's one set. So repeat that all the way up. Sets done on this. 4 sets done. Warm up, down. And then we're gonna have, we'll jump on this. Lay down hamstring curl. Now this, if I don't do this correctly, if I'm not very strict with this, then this always pulls my back. Because when I raise my hip and I pull, I don't know what happens, but it engages my lower back and then it fucks my lower back. So I'll show you how, if you've got a lower back problem, I'll show you how I do these. And if you have the same problem as me and this is hurting you, this is how I do it and this is how I got over it. So the machine is actually broken. That's why I can't, that's why I didn't move the leg thing, okay? The leg, yeah, you know what I mean? Right, so I'm here. As I said, guys, I'm no PT. This is just how I do it and this is how I work around my injuries. So I bring my legs a little bit closer, not touching. And then I push my hips in, so I'm not up. My hips are in, and I lift, and I pull in towards me. The machine's broken, so I can't get it straight to my ass because it doesn't go for some reason. But same again, hips in. As I start lifting, my hips go in. I keep them there, and I pull. And I do this. That's how I prevent my injuries. So this is moderate weight. I'll do another one of these, and then I'll do one heavy with a drop set at the end. So just 3 sets on this one. Yeah, so I'll do another one of them, and I'll go add another 2 pulls. The weight, the numbers on the weight are gone, so I don't even know what weight I'm lifting. But there'll be like 6 plates, 7 plates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plates. And then I'll drop it back down to 4, and then down to 2. But form is the most important thing, as I've learned from my injuries. So yeah. So I won't show you the whole lot, because that'll just be boring. Okay, so now I've done my hamstrings, I go straight on to this squatting machine. I don't know what it's called, don't give a fuck what it's called, but I don't back squat with a barbell because of my injury. I just found this is actually, it's only been like the last like 6 weeks I've been actually squatting, doing these movements, and that's been on a leg press machine or lunges. And the reason being is because the support this gives me on my back, like my ass is out. It's weird. It's just amazing. My back doesn't go with it. So yeah, this is why I do this. And I'll do the same as I did. So I do a warm up on this. This is obviously my first one on my quads. I'll do a warm up, and then I'll go up heavier, and I'll do a heavier set, and then I'll do a lighter set to failure. So 4 sets in total, 1 warm up, 3 working sets. Obviously a warm up is 4 ways you can get your leg positioning and the floor positioning, the ground. That moves in and out. I don't like it too high. I like it just a little bit in the middle. I think it's got on the second hole, I think it is. So yeah, anyway, shoulders right in, chin up, hold on to your grips. And the first one is always to see where your feet feel comfortable. I like to get my heels and my hamstrings to my calves. I like to go all the way down. Up. Yeah, it feels good, feels all right. All the way up. On a lighter weight, you can lock. On a lesser weight, not so much. On a higher weight, sorry, not so much. Heels planted, push off your heels. A nice little warm up. Done. So again, I won't show you the whole workout because that would just be boring. So yeah. A little bit too close to training, so I feel sick as fuck. So after the squat thing, we're on a leg press. Another thing I find really funny. So these are 25 plates, 25 kg. These are 20s. And look, I've loaded them the opposite way around on this machine. It really does crack me up when people lose this shit. Like, oh my god, why have you done it like that? You need to put the 20-20, you need to do them the same. Bro, if I'm stacking 200k onto something, or whatever weight I'm putting on you, don't even know. I don't think which way the plates are put on is gonna matter. So, yeah. Yeah, this is, so how I do these is I do 10 normal, and then I do 5 pulses, so set to 15. If I can get to 15, that is, and then I'll do 10, and I'll do 5 pulses. The 5 pulses is all the way up, down. As you go back up, you drop back down and you push. So that's 1. So it goes 1, 2. Yeah, these are fucking killers, but they do work. I might have skinny legs, but they're growing. They're growing. I also do 2 leg days. So this week onwards, I'm changing my training. So I do push, pull, legs, push, pull. I was doing lower, upper, but now I've changed it to legs, push, pull, lower. So there's not another upper. The reason being is because today I'll just do push on my legs, so I'll have heavy exercises, and then on my next leg day, I will do leg extensions, lunges, Bulgarian split squats, that kind of stuff. So today is just all about heavy weights and push on my legs. Yeah, and the reason being why I'm doing it like that is because I find that when I do this, by the time I finish a single swing leg press, I'm absolutely gone. Like, so I would rather have a whole separate day on extension of legs than do it half-assed. So, and because I don't like training legs, I just think it's fair to have 2 separate days for them. Even though I was having 2 separate days anyway, I was doing the same thing. So it was all pretty much push, and then by the time it comes to the leg extension or lunges, what actually stretches and tears the fibers, I wasn't giving it all my all, you know. So now I flipped it, and I don't have the upper because I'd rather have the extra day rest, because I personally feel that I was growing too quick on top compared to my legs. So remember, this is the longest I've been consistent with the gym for 5 years. I've been back in the gym for 4 months, coming up to 4 months now. So yeah, it's all a new figuring out stage. Sanjay looks tired. So yeah, sorry. So as I was saying just now, pulses. So I'm gonna do 10, full. My hands here, so my knees touch my arms, as you'll see in a minute. And then I just push. And when I get to 10 or max, I then do pulses as well. So it's like 2 different exercises in one. And I have my feet lower here, so if I go higher, it's going to target my glutes. But I want to target my quads, so my feet are low. Push. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, that's 10. And I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Fuck. So, alright, have to excuse me a minute because I feel sick as fuck. What to do then? Almost forgot to re-rack my weights. Are you one of those who doesn't re-rack their weights in the gym? You should be fucking banned. Shouldn't be allowed to enter the gym again if you don't re-rack your weights. But yeah, anyway, that's done. So this machine is an absolute beast. So it's a single leg press, but it's a swing, so you can control it a lot more, and it's one of the hardest machines I've ever used in my life. I will superset with this one, just body weight calves, so just like this. And the reason being, I can only train my left calf to what my right calf can do, because I tore my right, whatever this is called, my right side of the inside of my calf on my right leg. I tore it in January. It comes straight off from my toe right away up, and sprung and retracted all of my hamstring and everything. I'm very lucky that it didn't go any worse. It didn't get any worse. But yeah, so as you can see, right, the difference. Anyway, so that's why I only do body weights, because I don't want this one to be absolutely much bigger than this one, you know. So that's why I do this, and I only do them very little, because the pain in my calf after I train them flat out is it's not worth it, you know. I'm not a PT. This isn't my money. This isn't where I earn my money from. So it isn't. There is no point to me risking an injury. So this is how this works. So there's 50k on there, 50 kg. So I push out with both legs. If you got this in your gym, use it, because it's unreal. And then I twist my body back so my body's level, and then very, very controlled down. Feet are slightly pointed outwards, so it targets more of the sweep. And I lock, because the weight's not too heavy. I have done 80 kilos on this before now, but it just wasn't worth it. I didn't get much out of it, apart from struggle. Like when I had 80k on it, it was coming to here and I couldn't go any further because it felt like my knee was going to snap. And then repeat that on the other side, and when I finish my left leg, I'll get up and I will do 25 calf raises, body weighted calf raises. Yeah, from my injury as well, from my back injury and my calf injury, my left leg's gone so much stronger than my right, which is highly annoying. So I have to try and, so whatever my right leg does, I only go to that on this, so it's not failure on my left leg. And then I'll do the same on my arms as well. So my left arm's bigger, but my right arm's stronger. Don't ask me why. But yeah, so I do whatever I go to on this one, on my right arm, I stop at this one. See, it's much easier with my left leg, which is so annoying. Again, as I said about my weakness, I'll start with my weakest foot, which is my right. And whatever I do on this leg, I'll only do on this one. The balance is gone and everything. So I lean slightly forward, try and keep my body as straight as possible. So I lean slightly forward, so there's more tension on my calf. Like the inside of my calf doesn't even properly engage, so it's a big problem. But still here, still doing it, still training the weasel. It's like a little rehab. On my left, I've done 14 then. I'll only do 14 on this leg. Again, 4 sets, done. Stop laughing, you prick. Oh, bro. Maybe if I walk backwards, you think, oh, that's better. Oh, boys are killing. Oh, look at that.